Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. This is part 2 of our beginning the power improvement episode. I decided to stop here, or stop at the end of the last episode, because I was pretty much just in Helmod the whole episode. And so if you don't find that particularly interesting, you can just skip the last episode and watch this one. So I'm trying to determine what to build first. Oh, my math was off because I forgot to put the modules in the seaweed or the moss buildings. Okay, so that won't take nearly as much power as I thought it would. So that's nice. So I think I'll start with actually this block right here along with the oxygen because that's kind of the most relevant to changing. And we can kind of hook this up to our old power and it will still run for a while. So I'm going to build this first. So we'll just dive into this factory building, and we'll need some secondary crushers, which I don't think I actually have all of that, so we'll have to craft a few. I have 3 already, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll need some screeners, 1, 2, 3, and 2 more secondary crushers. And then I'll need some destructive distillation columns, 5 and 2. And then we'll need about 1,000,000 gasifiers, which I'm going to let the bots deliver some things to me real quick. And then we can get building. So I need some steel. Man, I really need some more bots, don't I? Alright, we'll call that good enough. Okay, so we need to put all of this in one building, so we'll definitely need some smaller factory buildings. We'll start with raw coal. I like to leave 4 spaces. You never know what you're going to need to maneuver around. So raw coal will come in the bottom right here. Increase power limit. And then we will crush all of that with 7 crushers. So it'll be 4, and then we can put this all on 2 belts. This will all fit on 1 belt as well. So there's our 7 crushers. And we'll just have undergrounds the whole way. And we'll do the same thing here. And in terms of input, we need 1.5 in and about 1.5 out. So sideways inserters should be plenty fast now that they have a stack size of 2. That one already has one. Input and input. Input. Okay, and then output. Output. Actually, I'm going to make sure those put on the right side. And then these ones will put on the left side. Output, and output. Okay. So we've got 2 inserters hooked up to everything. And they're on both sides of the belt. Then we've got to split some things. We will need the crushed coal to go to 3 screeners. I think I can fit all of this in one, but we'll have to do it right. So unfortunately, this won't fit unless I move this down 1, which I think I will. That does mess up this. Wait, was that never even connected in the first place? Or did I just move them down too? Oh, I moved them down too. Okay. So this one needs to go... Oh man, I really screwed up. I'm inputting from the wrong belt. Glad I just caught that. Okay, that's the input, that's the output. This one is coming in from this belt, and then outputting onto that belt, and this one will come in from that belt, and not that one, and then output onto the right side of that belt. That's better. Yeah, okay. Just confirming in my head that that all works. Now I can fit the 3 screeners here. Oh, come on. Guess not quite. 2, 3. So because of that, we are going to turn this a little earlier. I don't think that actually messes anything up. That still works. Just move that, save myself an underground. And then we'll split to the right the crushed coal. And then we will input the crushed coal. Now here's where I'm worried about belt throughput, because this will already have 7.7 on this left side of the belt. And then this is going to be another 7, 8.5. Yeah, it's going to be too much for one belt. So we will start a new belt, I think. So this old one will come up here, and then the new one will come across like so. And that we can all fit on one side. I think I'll need fast inserters for this, yeah. I don't know what side of the belt that goes on by default, so we'll just make sure it's on the far side. This one will be on both, and this will be on the close side, always. And then the input is 1.5, which we can handle with a regular inserter. Okay, so that will handle all the crushed coal. And then we will input priority on the right. So we'll always be using these inputs first. And then we'll have... Let's see, I actually need to do that here. And first, I will put crushed coal to the right, or coarse coal, I mean. And then everything else will be input priority right. So it'll use those first, and then the coarse coal will go to 2 impact crushers. Which have 1.5 in. And then 2 out. I'd actually just like to do that. That's nice and simple. And then we'll have input on this side. And so then those are making more coal. So the total output is more than one belt. That's what I wasn't careful of, I guess. So I guess we've got 2 belts. So we'll put as much as we can on the left side there. Since output priority will be left, then this belt will be as full as it can be, which will then let this belt always fit onto this belt, and we'll just have 2 belts coming out. Okay. That should do it, I think. And that will be outputting coal dust as well, so I guess I gotta figure that out. We'll put coal dust let's see. This doesn't make coal dust, so we actually will already have... Assuming all of this fits, 6.67 plus 6.67. What is that? That's 12 plus 4/3, so that's 13 1/3. Plus 1.5 coal dust. I think that actually will fit all on one belt, but the problem is, like, the lanes have to be perfect and everything. So what I might do is filter out the coal dust to the right. Coal dust. And there's also coal dust on this one. Which we can filter here. Coal dust. I'm getting into the world where I'm not 1,000,000% sure that this will all work properly. So then this will be the non-coal dust things, which we'll need to rejoin at some point. Let's see, so the non-coal dust things need to be part of 2 belts, though. So I don't know if we need that one anymore. So to get rid of coarse coal, coal dust will all be on this belt, which will have to escape somewhere. And then, let's see, so we'll have coal dust come out the side here, but I still have to figure out what the heck's going on with all this. Okay, so we've got coal and coal dust. This will also be coal and coal dust on various sides of the belt. So then all the coal dust from this belt and all the coal dust from this belt will go into this middle belt. And then all the non-coal dust and all the non-coal dust will stay on this side. Okay, that actually works, I think. And then input priority right, output priority left. So all the regular coal will be as much as it can on this belt. And then we combine with this belt from the coarse coal. Let's see. We'll combine them here, and then put that on an underground. Okay, I actually think that will work. And now all the coal dust will be output in this belt. So coal, coal, coal dust. And coal dust will just come straight out. Now we'll have our next building. Coal coming in, coal coming in. Destructive distillation columns all over the place. So we need 5 in one building. I think I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Leave some space for pipes. 4, 5. So if we balance these input priority or output priority right, I don't think I've done that yet, right? Yeah, not since I merged the extra coal in. Then there will just be a tiny bit on this left one. So when they come in, let's see, what's the input rate? 3.33. So I will need a fast inserter. And we'll pull from these 2 belts. I guess it doesn't actually matter, but then I'll just have a merger and go straight. So that way we don't need 2 belts for the whole way. And we need input for each of these guys and input for this guy. Now I need to connect up the tar. Okay, tar is all connected. Connect up the coal gas. Connected. And then we need to output. And we output 2 things, coke and iron oxide. And the output rate is actually quite a bit. So we'll need fast inserters for that too. We'll also do a close one just to make sure we're balanced. And then I want to burn, just for simplicity's sake, we'll do up to 1 building of the actual coke itself. So I'll run this out the side and we'll just have a fast inserter inputting. Put it here to make sure it gets better grabbing, because things move faster around corners, so sometimes inserters struggle with getting their full rate. So this way we will always be utilizing that. Trying to think if input, if like overflow stuff matters. I think it does. We actually want to make sure we're using the tar and the coal gas from this first. So we will have top-up valves into both of these networks. Which means I actually want to move it 1 more square over, because I want the top up to just kind of fit into that nicely. And then we'll have our tar come out here. Bulk transfer pipe. The nice thing about the bulk transfer pipes is it will kind of reset our input, or our top up / overflow, the 80%. Because that way the output will always be full, but the inside is kind of filtering things the way it needs to be filtered. Okay, so then we're going to connect up the coal gas also to a top-up valve right here. Hook that up. So this is a top-up valve as well. So then this guy should be running 100% of the time because it's coal gas and tar is always being used, even if it's backing up in a general sense, it'll always use this one first. And then we'll have our kind of extra stuff go out the side, which is 0.2 ash, so we'll load that onto the belt. So this belt will kind of have everything on it. And now we need a ton of gasifiers. We're going to need 3 building fulls, it looks like, of Syngas gasifiers. So let's kind of think about how we're going to do that. And we'll need all of our electrolyzers as well. So we'll need tar to all come into one building. So maybe I'll make that one over here. I need more small buildings, I guess. Okay, so the tar will come into this building. I think it's coming out here. And we first want to use the tar that's coming from the other gasifiers. So this will also be a top-up situation. And then this will be an input pipe into the tar processing building. And then this will be the tar that's coming from elsewhere. Now I'm going to go grab another couple buildings. Oh, I do have one. I thought I had one. It's just not the default kind. Yeah, this was my old copper one. Okay, so then the tar is coming in. So we'll have an output pipe here. Input mode. And we'll need 3 of these guys. And some pressurized air. It should be easy. Put that at the top here. Those make 40, so I actually need 3. Hook that up. And then we'll hook up the tar directly. And then the flue gas, here's an interesting deal. Flue gas can be turned into ash now that I have filters. I think it was a green tier research7 So this 377 flue gas could be turned into, what is that? 7 ash per second. Just by building maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these filters. I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm going to have more ash than I need already. But it's worth remembering that if I ever need a bunch of ash, that we have quite a bit of flue gas that we could tap. So then the coal gas we will attach to here. Input pipe. Output pipe. And that's combining with the coal gas from here. This will be the top up, though. So it'll always use the coal gas coming from our recycled tar first. And then we need the ash to come out. Now the ash is... So byproducts are already coming out here, so it would make sense for them to come out the left side and join up with our outputs. They'll actually probably be going down, I guess. And yeah, no reason to go up and then down. Okay, have we taken care of everything in this building? No, I need the actual output belt, which is here, and then here. And the output is 0.667, so slow inserter should handle it just fine. We'll put on both sides of the belt to balance it out a little bit. That's an output. And I think that handles everything. So coal gas will be here. And then tar will be coming back out to link up here. And outputs will come down, over, and down. Okay, so now I need all my electrolyzers and all these gasifiers. So I'll probably need a few more buildings. We'll let the bots do some work here. Earn their keep. Okay, so how many electrolyzers did I need? I don't think I've made enough, that's for sure. And same with gasifiers. I'll make 10 more of those. Looks like we're short on pipes. Okay. Lots of things being brought. So, we need to think about how many buildings am I going to need. I think I can fit 6 gasifiers in one building if I need to. I don't know if I can fit 8. So, the electrolyzers, we needed 13. I can probably fit that in 2 buildings. I don't know, I'll just grab 4. I'll use them eventually. My poor bots, though, have to carry, you know, hundreds of materials, so that makes them sad whenever I build those buildings, because they have to deliver all the ingredients. Oh, I also have these 3 that I can use, so we'll probably end up with some extra then. Okay, so let's think about the gasifiers first. They're simply outputting syngas, which will go out the side. I'll probably have like 3 in a row here or something. And we'll just use the sides. Syngas goes out the side. Tar will come out the side as well and join up here. And then water I can maybe make internally in each of those. Oxygen will be coming from 2 electrolyzer buildings. And then hydrogen will also be coming out of these electrolyzer buildings. So, yeah, I think, and then we'll have ash coming and joining from the left here. So let's see how many we can fit. Because we've got 3 different liquid inputs. Yeah, I can't fit 4. So in a perfect world, we could have 9, because they'd be laid out in some sort of grid. But the problem is needing so many spaces for liquid inputs and outputs. I don't know if we can actually fit 3 across. We can definitely fit 6, though. That's doable. And just to make my life easier, I'll actually line up the syngas like that. So we can just connect those up. That makes things a little bit easier. So we can fit 6 in one. I could maybe fit, you know, 7 if I really tried, but I don't know if 8. I mean, it seems like it might be possible, but is it worth it? I guess I actually only need 2 spaces here. Is it worth it? I just don't think so. Because then these we can hook up also with undergrounds like this. Could I fit 2 more? They'd have to be sideways like this. And that doesn't leave enough space for 2. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. We're not going to worry about it. So oxygen, that up. We'll actually just copy paste this on this side. Don't need that one. Okay. So then water needs to be connected up, which we can connect up on the bottom here. Okay, so water's connected. Syngas we can also connect up across, or no, I can't. That doesn't quite reach. So we'll just go over the top for those 2. Syngas over water doesn't need an output on the top, and then oxygen connect that up. Now, water input, we need at most 200, so I will just make the water inside the building, though that might get in the way. The oxygen input, just have here, because that seems convenient. And the syngas input, or coal gas, we'll just have here. Water we make in-house, and we need to deal with ash, which I completely forgot about. Crap. Okay. I think what we can do is move all of this exactly 1 square to the left, and then have the ash come down the middle. Thank goodness for nanobots. Okay. This is no longer hooked up either. Okay, so then the water needs to stay connected. Okay. Water's still connected. Coal gas is still connected, and oxygen's still connected. These now need to move over. And I think now I can fit a belt in here. Ah! The water's gonna get in the way, strangely enough. But we can have ash come out probably the back rather than the bottom, because we're aligning these vertically, which means we'll want the coal gas to actually come in here. That way those two pipes are separated by a space here rather than being next to each other. Makes things a little bit simpler. Okay, and then the ash per second is a very small amount, so anywhere that I can fit inserters is fine. Okay. I think that does it. Oh, no, the water. How about the water? Where can I fit you? I think we can do this, and then... Actually, I don't think we can do that. That's just 1 square off from being able to connect properly. So I might actually have to put the pump over here, which is kind of strange. And then we'll have the water come over. Use underground pipe so it doesn't connect here. And I think that works. Oh, what about our outputs? Never connected my outputs to anything. So tar needs to come somewhere, and so does Syngas. Syngas will have come out the right side. That actually works out nicely in terms of the spacing. Tar. I don't know if I can have it come out the right side. It might need to come out the left side. Those 3 squares are already all full, so I'll need to have it come out the bottom here. Guess we'll just have it come out the top. Okay. Connect that up. So we'll copy that a few times. We'll put our Syngas symbol, just for fun, here. And so now we need to think about the hookups. So ash will come out the left. Coming in on the bottom here is coal gas. Need a bunch more of these pipes. Coming in here is oxygen. Is that right? Yeah. We'll fix that later. And then coming out is tar. So the tar is this left. Is that right? Left hookup? No, that's... tar is this one. Just making sure. Yeah. So this is tar right here. And we'll have that attached to the tar output, which is the top one here. So that'll be tar. Might need another space, we'll see. The oxygen is here. So we'll just have that way back there, and then the coal gas, or syngas, out. Wait, am I doing this wrong? Oh, the output's on the right. Okay, so then this third one is a different... what is it? I'm getting all mixed up. It's the coal gas input, is what it is. Yeah, and coal gas is which one of these? This one on the left. So that'll be here. And we'll connect up there. That's coal gas, yeah. Okay, so we'll connect that like so. And so then this stuff will all be connected to these three buildings. Definitely out of belts, that's fine. We'll have these. It doesn't quite work. We'll just go out. And then maybe we'll just come out the left side so we don't have to worry about it. And I'm gonna go get some more pipes. Let all the things be delivered to me. Okay, that's helpful. Thank you, Mr. Bots. Okay, now we just need the electrolyzers. So, I think that's right. That's all we need. Don't need these three. Make some more of those. And just handcraft some pipes while we're here. Okay, so we've got... oh, we need to copy the design a few times, of course. And then the output of syngas will be here. And what's this output? Oh, this was supposed to be my tar connection. Wait, have I made a mistake? I have. This tar connection needs to bypass. This is my tar connection, so it needs to come to here. I can probably just move it down a little bit. There we go. And that's the tar output coming back and being used first to make more coal gas, which is also being used first to make syngas. Okay, that should do it. Okay, there we go. And now we need to think about our electrolyzers. How many did I need? 13. Let's see, we need a water input. We can fit 5, but the problem is there's no room to maneuver pipes around. But if we can fit 5, I think we've actually got this. So that's already 10. Yeah, this will be easy. They're just small enough that this should work fine. So then we'll just be able to connect up all the water in there. And then 3 more. We can hook up the oxygen like that. And then I think we need, is it 2 pump jacks? Oh wow, we need actually a lot of water. So let's be careful here. We might not actually have enough space once we consider pump jacks. And I'm definitely going to need more pipes. This is pipe heavy build. So with these, I can maneuver around. I have just enough space here to get oxygen connected around the other side. So I do need that 3rd space. And hydrogen, we can do the same idea where we kind of go through the buildings. And then water. If I had 2 more spaces, I could fit pump jacks in the middle, which could be an interesting place to put them. I'm actually going to try that. So 2 more spaces lets me put pump jacks in the middle. One, 2. Because then I won't have to worry about space for pump jacks. As long as I put these kind of in between buildings. They're actually exactly the same size as the electrolyzers, which is kind of funny. So then we'll need a connection for water on this side. Problem is we need 4, technically, pump jacks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit 4. It'd be best if we connected there and then gave enough space for another one. Connected to these 2. This one doesn't have any space. Dang. Okay, so we gotta move this down one. Connect that. Leave enough space to connect these two. Bring down water there. Of course, that blocks the oxygen output. But it does let us fit 3 of the 4 that we need inside, which is very nice. I think everybody has an attachment. We do. Okay. So then we just need a place to get the hydrogen through. We can move that over 1. That'll fix it. Okay, so we're getting the hydrogen through. The oxygen will hook up. So now I still need 3 more. Can we do it? 3 more and a pump jack, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you know what? I just realized we don't need the extra space, so I can do that. And then if we move it over 1, the oxygen can connect out of that output, and the hydrogen can connect out of that output automatically. Here and here. So, nanobots get to do some work again. We are going to move everything over by 1 square. Speed things up here. Nanobot party, run in circles. They work fast though. Especially when you double the game speed. That helps anything work faster. Okay, so now we have 1 more space to play with on the left side, which will make this much more doable. So if I hook this up here, the problem is the oxygen's kind of on the wrong side. Let's see if... Oops, didn't actually mean to cut. So if we do that and hook up the oxygens, they don't interfere with the hydrogens, which is nice. We need 2 more. But then the hydrogens can be hooked up like that to not interfere with the oxygens. So the hydrogens are actually hooked up. The oxygens we can attach right here. And then the water, these can have their own pump jack, since they don't use 300. And we'll just attach that like there. And these 3 use less than 900. So everything is attached. And nothing is using more than 800 or 900 per second. The water's split into 2 sections. These can handle 2500 per second, and I just realized a problem. It's all coming out the side. That's fine. Wow. Okay, that was a fun challenge. I'll say I enjoyed that. So an output is on the top. Got our outputs there and there. So we need oxygen to be attached to this one. And now, just for kicks, I'm going to grab a few hundred raw coal here and feed it in. See if things actually start working properly. Oh, well, we need to attach those belts, that's for sure. Okay, so it looks like the coal is getting crushed. Crushed coal's on the right belt. Coarse coal's doing the right thing. Coal dust is going on its own little belt. Okay, we're getting coke, tar, coal gas, oxide. That's all going out the side, which is all coming out there. The tar is properly doing its thing. Seem to have an oxygen issue. Oh, it's because the hydrogen is not being used. For now, let's just vent that for a second. And it does look like everything's running properly. We're getting rid of the ash. And Syngas is here. Okay. So I think I'll call it an episode here. This has been a pretty long one, but we will finish this build in the next one. We'll just have to copy paste a few things and get all the outputs hooked up. And then we will have all of our syngas and hydrogen. And so then after that, we'll have to change this build and do the extra biomass. So we'll work on that in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.